Good morning. You're welcome once again to the program. This is City Stand. Of course, I'm Michael Adekule. It is the 21st of October 2025. We are right here at the stand. Dishing out information concerning the nation. My respondents are here, ready together to discuss the matters we have on board this morning. Gentlemen, Mike, you're welcome to the program. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Good morning. Greetings to our viewers across the world. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you. OJ.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm saying good morning, Mr. Mike Adekule. May God bless you. I'm saying good morning to all our global viewers. You're most welcome. I remain my humble self, Mr. Ojolajide. You're most welcome.
All right. Femi.
I say good morning to you, our fellow across the globe. I say thank you for joining us once again today, and I say may the blessing of God abide with you as you, continuously abide with us on City Stand with your, financial help and all sorts of things. Thank you very much. Remain blessed.
All right. Mr. Vincent.
It was great. I would say splendid. I give glory and every praises to God. I'm still standing here on City Stand, the global platform where we hear views on edited, on doctored. And I want to say a very big thank you to people that have kept faith to this platform globally and in the country too. I want to say a very big thank you to you. I think you've been there. You've been our partners in progress. I think without you, we could have arrived at this milestone that we have gotten. I want to say a very big thank you to you.
Thank you, Mr. Sorry.
It's another brand new day. Thank God for life. And we have to thank the viewers that have been there for us. And we always tell you to click the button and subscribe. And City Stand is a very good platform when one can relax himself and enjoy. The information going on from there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Answer. Yeah, this morning again.
Yeah, my name is Ansel. Good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning to all of our viewers all over the world. May the Lord Almighty bless you abundantly. We are here again, and we thank all those who are supporting us or who supported us yesterday. Somebody did something for
Mr. Dr. Ike.
Dr. Ike.
Caribbean Island.
Yeah, Caribbean Island. It is Dr. Ike. We still pray for you. May the Lord Almighty sustain you and replenish your pocket. May He keep on blessing you. May He grant you peace in your family, good health and prosperity in the name of Jesus.
It was a nice experience yesterday after the program.
Yes.
Dr. Ike, we say thank you so much.
Thank you.
He's watching us from Caribbean Island.
Mr. Ike.
How was it yesterday?
I think I have a sumptuous time. I'm a sumptuous meal. I think there's no two way about it. I had a very swell time, and it couldn't have been so easy and so cool without the input of Mr. Ike from the Caribbean Island, and who has made it possible. I think Robbins used to say, there's no better impact one could make in somebody's life is to make a very positive impact. I think that's a milestone. That's a very good step. I think we are happier for it. I want to say one more. Kudos to Mr. Ike from Caribbean Island. How is my people there over there? I hope we are all partners in progress. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. All right, Dr. Ike, thank you so much. Okay. Want to say hi?
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Mike.
Good morning to you.
Let me greet Mr. Ike from Canada and
Clara in the United States.
May good Lord be with you people. You have already removed the pains in my body. May the Lord of hosts bless you and others also, and help us to subscribe our city. And this city stand is not from government. So whatever we have to say the truth on it. This is where you people can get the real information. Thank you. We are not under government. We are by ourselves. May good Lord be with you people. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Ike. In Caribbean Island. We really appreciate your gesture. and your support. And to Mrs. Clara, who blessed me yesterday and blessed the Jack. So thank you so much. We are really grateful. How's your health? I'm sure you are recuperating. May the Lord grant you good health and speedy recovery. And special thanks to Mrs. Tina, for daily support on the program. Say a big thank you, Mrs. Tina, for your everyday support on this platform. Thank you so much. We are really grateful. All right, to the stories we have on ground this morning. Recall that remember the protests in Nigeria concerning the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He has been in detention for over 4 years, which Moyele took it upon himself. Moyele Shure took it upon himself. Now, he led a protest yesterday as regards that, and I hope we see a positive result on that. All right, currently we have police story here. What's all about the Nigerian police? The Nigerian police has arraigned about eight free Kanu protesters. Police to arraign 8 arrested free Kanu protesters. This is on the Nation newspaper, the front page of the Nation. Police, I think I have it here. I have the Nation newspaper here. 8 people were arrested yesterday. Yeah, okay, I have it here. 8 people were arrested yesterday. And don't forget that the brother of Nnamdi Kanu was also arrested. Police to arraign 8 arrested free Kanu protesters. Police to arraign 8 free Kanu protesters. It is right here on the front page of the Nation, and I need to read it out to everyone. 8 people, including a lawyer, Loy Ejimako, and a relative to Nnamdi Kanu, Fine Boy Kanu, were arrested during yesterday's free Nnamdi Kanu now protests in parts of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Police spokesman Benjamin Odein, who confirmed the arrest of protesters, said they will be arraigned in court. Odein also dispelled speculations that live bullets were fired at protesters. According to him, the police, in line with standard operating practice (SOP), fired tear gas to disperse protesters who attempted to cross into the areas from where they were restricted by a court order. From where they were restricted by a court order.
Yes, I said
there was a court order before the day of that protest. And let us quickly look at where the courts restricted them to, or from protesting.
Yes.
All right, we have the Villa,
Yes.
we have the National Assembly, Force Headquarters, Court of Appeal, Eagle Square, and Shehu Shagari Way.
Yeah.
But these people defied court order, and that led to their arrest. All right, we shall be looking at it this morning. Also, the alleged coup plot against President Bola Tinubu that has sparked debate in the country. We're supposed to discuss this last week, and even yesterday we were supposed to touch it, but due to the protest that went down, we couldn't visit or look into the story. Nigerian military begins probe of officers detained for alleged coup plot. Yeah, we have it on our dailies here. The Nigerian military authorities have set up a panel to investigate about 20 officers detained over an alleged plot to overthrow President Bola Tinubu. Sahara reporters, newspapers broke the news that 16 officers, including a brigadier general and a colonel, were arrested in late September following intelligence that they were holding secret meetings and expressing discontent with the administration. Yeah, the report is true. A military source familiar with the matter said to Premium Times after the report. More have been picked up since the initial arrest. But there are reactions to this story, which we'll be looking at this morning. What led to these people, planning to overthrow President Bola Tinubu. Still on the front page of the Nation newspaper, very important story. Constitution needs overhaul, not amendment, says Olanipekun. Yes. Constitution needs overhaul, not amendment, says Olanipekun. We move down to another story. EFCC recovers assets worth 500 billion naira in 2 years, 7,000 convictions secured. This is coming from Bola Tinubu. We have the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning, and what the Nigerian Tribune saying at the start, NLC other varsity unions give federal government 4 weeks to resolve ASU strike. 4 weeks to resolve ASU strike. I said it yesterday. I don't know if you heard me that. I think the tools we have, to call the attention of the government, whether state or federal government, attention to what we are passing through. One, protest. Two, strike. Yeah. But should that be in the same society? We shall be looking at it this morning. All right, Alex Forgery, PDP dismisses Iron's claim. Welcomes investigation by DSS. Stop ongoing process on amendments to 1999 Constitution. Olanipekun tells National Assembly. All right. Also today, we'll be reacting to what some Nigerians were saying regarding the protest that Atiku was absent. Well, did Atiku tell Nigerians that you'll be physically present at the protest ground? Mule said, "Allah, don't go Dubai." Some people even said Obi was not there too. But Obi never told you that you protest. You protest the release of President Kanu. Yeah. So, all right, let's move down to the comment section. We have Sunday in Baye. We say good morning to you, Sunday. We say good morning to every one of us there. They stand. Gowan Abdul is watching us from Asokoro. Sofila. He said yesterday Abuja was hot. I can't. That he couldn't get to his office. He said Mike yesterday Abuja was hot. I can't get to my office. Wow, he couldn't get to his office yesterday. All right, I hope normalcy has returned to Abuja. All right, Williams Okameme from the United Kingdom is also here with us. We have Sunshine. We say good morning to you. Michael Daniels is also here. Igbuna Kingsley, all the way from Madrid, watching us and saying good morning to us at the stand. We have Nnamdi from Netherlands. Nnamdi Ohanusi. Nnamdi Ohanusi. Nnamdi Ohanusi is here with us. All right, Chikanta, good morning to you all. I'm saying good morning to you, Chikanta. Ayola Olatunji, Olaomi Yusuf, Sofa Biodo. Clicks this is also here. Additional Abdul. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's have you.
Mr. Mike, I'm saying good morning to you once again.
Once again.
Yes, I'm global veteran and come out. Assistant. And our global viewers as well. I'm saying good morning to all of you, particularly Mrs. Tina and the rest of them who have been our benefactors on this program, who have been appreciating us. I say, may God bless you, bless your pockets. I do my humble self, Mr. Ojo Oyajide. Yes, concerning the strike of yesterday, like I said in the morning,
the protest.
Yes. Sorry, the protest. Sorry, the protest of yesterday to free Nnamdi Kanu. I said, Shomure has legitimate fundamental human rights to self-protest, and I even said Nigerians have fundamental human rights of to protest on anything we are not happy with government. It's constitutionally guaranteed the right of Nigerians to protest. We are not taking arms. We are not rebelling against the country, but to come out and make our voice known to government on things we don't like, we have a right to it. So whatever has a right to do that, as many of like minds that identify with him, they also have right to assemble with him. After all, Nigerian constitution allows us freedom of association to vent their anger on whatever government that is doing that's not okay with them. So they have carried out what constitutionally guaranteed by them to do. But the issue now is that the mode of protest, like what you read out in the account of one of the newspapers, that the court order resisted the protesters from going to some specific areas. When they cannot protest, so areas is banned. The protest cannot be extended to so areas. And I wonder why they was now going to such areas. Like also National Assembly, I expect them to have designated themselves to a particular place where their protest will be carried out, and their protest will be displayed, and the media will cover them, and that will be aired to the whole Nigerian media. Even government institution will also see them there. But by the time you are not leaving the expected area where you must have agreed to converge and hold your protest, and then you are not straining into the streets, Mr. Mike, that's the issue. I said this in the morning and I said in the evening, but too, if you are not leaving your place supposed to converge and you are not straining into the streets, I bet you it will degenerate from protest into riot. I'm sure of that, because by the time you are leaving the position, the place where you are expected to converge, you are not straining into the streets, particularly the areas you have been restricted to not to go. It will say it will become a riot. Hoodlum minister will join you, and they'll be burning houses, they'll be burning shops, they'll be losing people, they'll be destroying. So I don't know how the organizer organized that process. I don't know, but if it is as you read that from your report that there are some areas where they were restricted not to go, and there is those areas they are now trying to go to, police will not allow you to do that. This is when you want to organize protest. I don't understand the concept of this protest. I mean, these people meant. We are about to, you must have a look at 2012 protests in Lagos organized by this Tinubu and Co. They have a designated area. They didn't move from that place throughout the whole period. Mr. Mike, you remember, all of us are witness to it. None of them left that place they don't send to the streets. After that was the what's the name of that place? Whether it's Bending Ground or what's that place? Was that place? That's where the whole protest was held. They didn't move away from there. Everybody was going there and covering. All journalists were going there and covering it. They didn't stay from that place into the streets, into a lot of everywhere. They were stationed there. Everybody come there and fight with them. Journalists come there. Everybody come and fight with them. Go there and never with the struggle, the protest. But why must you now stray from that place you gather? You have agreed together, and then begin to stray into the streets, into the restricted areas. Then that means you incur the wrath of the police. Does that mean if there is tear gas on them, they must have caused it? Yes, because the moment you leave where you're supposed to gather and be straying to the street, you are now telling us that it's no longer protest, it's now rioting, and riots will lead to destruction of life and property.
You are like challenging the police.
Yes.
Challenging
supposing where you are designated to hold your protest, that's where police come and tear gas you. Then you hold police responsible for irresponsibility. But you left where you're supposed to gather, you're not straying into the street, into restricted areas. The police will engage you. See, Mr. Man, we have to be objective in our analysis, not to be sentimental. Be objective. I don't know how Showore planned it, but if Showore has planned that they should protest to those areas they are resisted, they will go on Showore for a fracas that happened yesterday. But supposing it is where they are designated, that's where police come and tear guys. Then you must condemn police that have done irresponsibility, what they have done irresponsibility. So, well, police has acted according to the law of the land. Whether the law is bear market purchase or not, but there's a court injunction saying so areas you must not go there. You estimate yourself somewhere, stay there, do your protest, you'll be covered. It will be delayed, government will know it, but leaving the place, straining to the street to turn into a riot. Are the burning houses, burning shops, killing people, destroying life and property? No, it should not be allowed.
Gentleman Mike, was the use of tear gas justified or an abuse of citizens' rights?
Thank you, Michael. As early as about, I think it was around past 7 yesterday, while we were monitoring the development in Abuja, the number of protesters, apart from Showore, the number of protesters that were at that converging points. I doubt it if they are more than 20. I doubt it. And it was as early as at that time, tear gas has already started. So where was the movement to restricted area that people are talking about? They've not even moved. I mean, the videos are online. These are not my imaginations. The videos are online. They've not even moved. They were still converging at a particular spot,
Calling themselves, calling each other.
talking about Pre-Nnamdi Kanu now and not chanting Pre-Nnamdi Kanu now. At that spot, there was no movement per se. When tear gas has already started, before Showore had to run and they later reconverge and all of that. So the excuse of them moving towards a particular restricted direction, I think it's pure fallacy. Doesn't exist. It is just because police have already made up their mind to stop that protest. And even if you go and look at the circular that they issued before that particular day, the subtle threats was within that circular that this thing will not be allowed, even though they didn't put it directly. So the issue of them moving toward the restricted area is just an afterthought. They don't really want that protest to come up, and true to their word, they confronted. These are people that were only holding placards. So where are the people trying to burn anything? Where are the people trying to foment trouble? They were only chanting what they are clamoring for within that spot, and tear gas have already started.
All right, among the protesters arrested was Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Ejima. Don't you see this as legal intimidation?
It's like both Kanu and his lawyer, all of them are Nigerian citizens. They have absolute right to protest. I've said that's my establishment of my statement from the beginning. The lawyer has a right to join people of like minds whom Showore have called to come and join him in the protest for the use of Nnamdi Kanu. The lawyer has a right to join because he has identified himself as a like-minded person to the call of Showore. So there's nothing for police to have brutalized him. That's if they have not heard in going to where the call the state should not go to. That's it. If they have heard in going to where the call they should not go to, then that means they have opened themselves to be restricted. I mean to be approached by the police. So it's not a question of repression. It's a question of conducting yourself within the law of the land. The court, according to what you read, that you read it out to our hearing here, that the court said don't go to those areas. And because I said so, and the police came, they were preventing them from going to those areas. So if Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer is also among the people who are going to the restricted area, he will be required by the police. The police will stop him from going there. So it's not a question of oppressing him. Is he among the people that were protesting to the area restricted?
All right,
that's it.
Kingsley Smith says, Olajide, you are wrong. Mr. Olajide, you are wrong. I don't know why Kingsley said that you are wrong.
He's entitled to his opinion now. Yes, he has the right to it.
All right, we move down to
he has the right to it.
Nnamdi Oanusi.
Yes. Read his comments, Mr. Mai. Read his comments. He's not a special person on this platform. Okay, maybe. I'm here to address him.
All right, Nnamdi Oanusi this morning, and he says, listen to me.
I'm listening to you.
He says, thank God Oluwa one eyes don't open. Tinubu use propaganda to come to power. That's what it's
to Oluwa. Okay. I'm equally available for him.
Okay. All right, we move that. All right, he goes on by saying, if not because of weakness of President Bola Tinubu, why is he still keeping MNK in DSS custody? Now, Ayola is saying that we should like and love the broadcast. Thank you so much, Ayola Olatunji. We really appreciate that. Let's go down to the Coup rumor. Alleged one. Yeah, that was a rumor.
Yes,
against President Bola Tinubu. Is it that Nigerians are tired of the way President Bola Tinubu is governing the country? Why are they planning? Why were they planning plotting coup against him? Why?
Mr. Mike, this platform is a platform of where authenticity, reality comes out, objectivity comes out. We don't we don't talk on based on sentiments, or although some people do that anyway. I don't do that.
We even learned that the president, that was the reason they cancelled the
independence. Yes, Mr. Mike, to be reality, Tinubu is a Yoruba man. I'm a Yoruba man. Cost of living in Nigeria is excessively very, very high. Standard of living is dropping. Yes. That does not mean that you not take gun, barrier of gun to ask the government. No, I don't support that. I don't support asking government by barrier of gun. There are procedure where we can remove a non-performing government. I know we can believe so. I don't support coup. I will not wish military regime to come up in any way. The fact is that the cost of living is very, very, very high by the decision of President Tinubu to have removed subsidy, which is a good decision. It has moved. With the removal of that subsidy is a good decision. But the management of the money he made from that subsidy, that's where the problem is. You should spend the money on Nigerians to cushion the effect of what that subsidy removal must have brought upon them. So, as a matter of fact, the cost of living in Nigeria is very, very high. Standard of living has dropped. So, masses of Nigeria are not happy with the way Tinubu the postponement of the removal of subsidy. That cut across not only civilian, but even the military people too. So if there are some grown some military men who are grumbling, I won't use the word disgruntled for them, who are not happy, and they feel they have to stage coup by the usual practices of what we have spent over the years. That's their cup of tea. They know the price that once they are caught, they will go in for it. If they succeed, they will become champion. So I'm not saying that's the solution to it. I'm only saying what some people could have done, that as a result of cost of living, because we are going to the same market with them, whether civilian or military. The cost of living affect them too, and their income is not increasing. So if some people have so grown to ponder, they must remove this government by force, by fire and force, by coup. That means they are the ones to be held responsible for the whatever matter cost themselves. So that's where you must. So that means, because I'm not justifying their action, I'm not telling you what to have premise people to have wanted to go into that. Of course, some people want to disrupt the governance to abort democracy and restore back to military regime.
The military has debunked.
That's the news. That's the military. That's where the military will go. So I want to tell us that there's a mutiny. Yes.
So you believe the report of
it is true. It is true. Military we want to play safe to make sure that there's no impression that there's mutiny in the military. There's no unity in military. That the military is united is one. Because once they accept such report now, that means there's mutiny in the military. There's no agreement. There's no military is not one military. It's a divided military. So they want to present the image to the country that no, we are one, no nothing. But whereas in real terms there may be truth in that report. Military will now go his own way on the ground and carry out the investigation, and they will carry out orderly room trial. That's what they call it, orderly room trial. They will be court-martialed, and military justice people will dispense justice for them. If they are found guilty, they know what to do with them. If they are found innocent, they know what to do with them. So military will always play safe to show us that there's no mutiny, there's no disagreement, there's no disagreement. Military is always one. But in real terms, that report is maybe true.
The investigation is ongoing.
Good. Why are they investigating if they dismiss it? Why have they detained some people if they dismiss it?
So you believe the news?
I believe the news. I believe the news that there's alleged coup in the military.
And did they look into the reason those guys were
that's what the investigation
were planning?
That's what the investigation will reveal. Why were you to plan a coup? Like what I've just said, that cost of living in Nigeria, both military men and civilian men, are excessively high, and the standard of living is dropping. So some people could be pushed to the wall of taking the gun and want to ask the government.
According to the report we got, one of the causes was due to their career stagnation.
So see, that means the responsibility of government not to have look into the process of growing up in their career, how to ascend to different level of position in their career. How can somebody remain on a position for 5, 6, 7 years without subjecting him to, examination to see whether he qualifies? If he fails, he failed. That's why he was not promoted. But this subject him to, you didn't give the opportunity to him to be promoted at all. You stagnated him. You are using different factors. It's from Yoruba, it's from Igbo, it's not Fulani, it's this. It comes from disharmony in the hearts of some people, and they want to go to the extreme. Those are the extremists in the military. So if some people go to the extreme condition to do some things, don't blame them. They are pushed to it. But is it justified? Is it lawful? That's the issue. If you are caught, will you be allowed to go free? And now, if it's a caught now, if it's true, that means they will pay dearly for it.
All right, I believe this has exposed deep systemic frustration within the military ranks. Gentle, how would you react to this news?
Well, I want to condemn any unconstitutional means of regime change in our country. I am never in for such. No to any unconstitutional means of changing the government. That is my position. And the rumor that is from the rumor mill that's been having the nation for some time now, that perhaps there were plans to carry out a coup, which have been denied by government. And just as you said, if you have denied that position, then why the investigation that you are also setting up properly? But by and large, I don't have problem with that position of denial. If armed robber come to your house and you are telling your neighbor that there is nothing has happened, then I shouldn't be having a headache trying to let you be convinced that indeed armed robber came to your house. So if the government of the day have denied that position, then I think I want to leave it at that until further information is released by government. But as I said, any unconstitutional means of a regime change is a no-no for me, and we must guard this democracy very jealously. But having said that, just as I expressed yesterday evening when we were having the evening belt, our leaders must tread very, very cautiously concerning this our democracy. They must not leave any loophole for the enemy to truncate this democracy. This democracy costs people's lives. There are people's blood that have been shed for us to have this democracy. Some of the people that fought for democracy not alive as we speak to even witness it. Some of the beneficiaries of this democracy were not even did not experience half of what those people experienced, but yet they are beneficiaries today, and that is why perhaps some of them don't understand what it costs to have this democracy. All the things that they have always accused the military of, they must jettison all. The military are known for suppression of the rule of law. They must not be found in it as a democratic government. The military are known for nobody can question me kind of arrangement. Then the democratic government must not be found in that. The military are known for high-level corruption in terms of looting of the treasury. But unfortunately, we have seen monumental looting in a democracy. Not necessarily this administration, but previous administrations, we have always had it. So, if you have accused the military of all this heinous crime, and you are committing the same, then when the people cannot differentiate between the military and the democratic government, then whatever comes, they embrace. And that is the danger of them putting the democracy at risk by the kind of policies they initiate as government. Thank you.
All right, move down to the comment section. Was Williams Okalame saying, yeah, Mr. Michael Odekunle, can you ask Mr. Olajide if you that if you are not happy, what should you do? In terms of maybe the alleged military takeover.
Mr. Mike,
it seems they are not happy.
You see, Mr. Mike, the fact that the government of the day is taking some action that is not in line with does not mean you must break the law.
Okay.
You must not break the law. In order to what the law says you should do is what you should apply. The law says you have the right to protest. You can come out and protest. Of course, I know in the military they don't protest, but they can instigate some civilians to protest. Look at the people who protested for police pension. Yeah, military can instigate some, use some human rights activists to protest on their behalf, and the government will hear their protest. That military men are complaining that look, cost of living we have been stagnated, no promotion. Even though you people cannot do it by yourself, people can come in and do it on your behalf, and government will get the message. But it's not by going against the law of the land. It's not by going, in an unlawful way to send your message across. That is breakdown law and order.
Thank you so much, Mr. Olajide Gentle. I appreciate your presence. Morning, sir. Welcome once again. Sorry, we greeted before.
Morning, Mike. It's no crime to greet twice because it's all been embodied in the context of civility. I want to say good morning again to you, Mr. Mike. Good morning, Mr. Kule.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Good to be with you again. I want to still say good morning to my mother of Israel, Tina of the world. You saved my soul one way or the other. I'll still keep greeting you for what the goodness you've been doing in my life.
All right, let's quickly talk about what's currently dividing Nigerians, the coup. I don't know how you want to react to this. I didn't want to touch the story before, but some people just called my attention to it. Alleged plots against President Bola Tinubu.
The feelers that have gotten so far concerning that coup, even though it's under the throne of being alleged, I think all pointers pointed to the fact that some people are being held and being questioned by the military authorities. We is the norm anyway, when there is anything like a rumor of a coup. I want to believe that, under the rules of engagement of the military, a coup d'etat, if it is not successful, you should know you pay the ultimate price. And there's no two way about it. And some persons, starting from Brigadier General down the ladder, they are under question, they are under surveillance now, as we speak. Even though in the government circle they are trying to cover it in a kind of, with some form of diplomacy. I want to believe that, having said that, I think if we should look at the cause, you see, the rank and file of the military, as of the now, they are not too happy with the way things have been played. And if you look at the entire organogram of our military setting, there are infusions of some extremists in their midst. I mean, somebody acting as a mole, all these terrorist organizations that we have in this country. And they have turned Nigeria to some sort of a guinea pig with their foreign collaborators or adventurers. And it's not good for our polity because we are talking about life here. If we say life is sacrosanct, why must the institution embody to defend our is now being polarized along all this line of extremism? I want to say for the opting time that Nigerian security architecture need to be rejigged. And it also borders on good delivery of governance, because upon which a government is formed. Because once you have been given a mandate, I think it behoves on you as a government to do the needful. And what are we talking about? We are talking about good governance, and whereby you are not getting what you expected to get as a dividend of democracy, then there will be some form of a dissenting voice, which I think might have caused what we now have as a kind of a military coup. I think the military architecture, the entire military architecture need to be looked at. They need to also engage the personnel under their their fold as to where the lacuna is, so that such a thing should not arise again. I want to believe that government is about people and it's about the workforce, and the workforce in the military need to be motivated, need to be excited, need to have some form of panache to do their duty as they are being called to do.
No, with coup across Africa. I mean, coup in Africa, more recent in recent years.
Yeah.
Would you say Nigeria is beginning to feel the ripple effect?
Because even they say there's a language wọ́n ní káàdì bá lè gbọ́ràn àṣẹ máa ń sọ ní etí ọmọ ẹ̀. I think that if I were to translate that, for a deaf man or a woman to hear, you have to say it before the hearing of the son or the child. I think the recent happening in recent times, coming from the Sahel region, like the Mali experience, Burkina Faso, Niger, you see that is close by here. I think you should have sounded some form of warning to government. If you do anyhow, you see anyhow. And that is what is being played out now. When you look at everything, you will see that Nigeria is not, because we live in a global village, for crying out loud. Nigeria is not an exceptional country. Nigeria, for crying out loud, Nigeria is supposed to be a role model for other African countries to emulate. But sadly enough, there's nothing to show up for it. In terms of governance, in terms of breaking down of law and order in this country. That is why you see this agitation coming up. If it could happen in Mali, if it could happen in Burkina Faso, why can it not happen here? We are just seeing a figment of that now as a result of this rumor allegedly coup d'etat. And I want to believe that what he points out that they should just guide their loins and do the needful.
Mr. Kanu, whether true or false is the report. Is this not a warning to President Bola Tinubu?
Yeah, it's a warning, and you know, with every rumor you hear, there must be an element of truth that will come out from it. And I can say the military actually they have been disorganized for a while now, because I could remember when our president went to Benue, and the question was the question he was asking them was where are the arrests of the people that they are troubling the states there, and they could not even provide any arrest. That is to show that there are some mole within the military side, and I can say wholeheartedly that coup attempt I think is real, because you could see that our military on the same page as it is. You have some more that are just sympathizing with this what's it called, the insecurity that is going on. And I can say kudos to the National Security Agency, that NSA. I'm talking of the NSA. Those are the people that will have sniffed, yes, Security Agency, NSA, National Security Advisor. You know, and I give kudos to him. Those are the people that can easily sniff what is going on within the military circle, in which they can be a mole in order to know what is going on. And thank God that they could now get the truth of what is going on, that there's a coup, and they have to face the mutiny. They have to face the mutiny. And I can say wholeheartedly now, we need such classified information that will be coming out, like the one that we heard now, that there was a coup, because the coup we saw in Nigeria yesterday, we don't want to see them no more. The coup of the, what's it called, this same guy that 1966 coup, and the one that wanted to top, what's his name, Oboru, the Oboru coup too. I mean, we don't pray for it any longer. And as it is, the way we are now, we're still better off than being a circle. So I think they should, do the needful to flush those out and let us see the faces of the coup plotters.
All right, away from that, why did Atiku withdraw from public view after declaring his support for Omoyele Shore's 20th of October protest? Why? Is there any reason?
First of all, I want to say that
Nigerians are asking questions.
I'm not a spokesperson for Atiku. I think this question would have been best answered if I were to be a spokesperson. But what I want to say is that I believe every politician in this country, they are always trying to do something in it, because they now see now everybody, you have to fight for yourself. I think maybe Atiku have seen that tagging along with these so-called people might take off the shine off him. I think he must just go to the background and be plotting his tactics so that he can be able to affirm his position of collecting power from the center. But that being said, I did mention that I'm not the spokesperson. I think the spokesperson will have been the vanguard of answering this question in total, because I have not been adequately briefed as to why he did so, because I'm not so close to Atiku. I cannot answer such a question for now, Mr. Dekule.
Were you expecting Atiku yesterday? So he didn't tell us you'll be physically present.
You know, he has two homes now. We have Nigeria, and we have the north side to Dubai there. You know, so I think he's more comfortable in Dubai than Nigeria the way it is now. Maybe he just took a trip down to Dubai as he normally do. So Mr. Atiku, they even go there and strategize about what to come next to attack the president. So his presence not being really felt. So if he's absent, you won't even know. But I know one thing, that also you don't see Mr. Former Vice President Atiku on the page of the political space any longer. That means he has dashed out to Dubai to rest, and that is his second home.
Don't you think if he was there yesterday, he would have helped his political career?
For the
Easterners supporting him 2027.
Yeah, you know what? The people that went for that protest, I think they went against the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They went against the courts, you know, that gave them that sanction not to go in, not to protest.
So is it restricted areas or what?
Yeah, it's both the restricted area and there should be.
Don't you think if Atiku was there yesterday, it would have helped his political career?
It shouldn't, because they knew Mr. Atiku will just be looking for, favors, and I can never stood so low, because the courts involved in the case that the court sanctioned them, and they went on and do the needful that they wanted to do, and they obeyed the court law. And what else? Mr. Atiku will not want to be, especially when he's looking for votes, he will not want to abuse the courts of Federal Republic of Nigeria. So to me, if he has been around, nothing will have changed. He will have just stayed as a elder statesman as it is, because the case of Nnamdi Kanu, I'm telling you, it's not by protest, it's not by political problem, political solution. So if these people that they can think deep, like his what's it called, lawyer, or what's it called? I think that guy is pushing Nnamdi Kanu towards the dangerous circle now. I can say wholeheartedly, because there's a political solution that is going on already to release Nnamdi Kanu. And likewise, it's not President Bola Tinubu that arrested Nnamdi Kanu. The process has to start again from where the Buhari stops. You know, that is what it's really obtainable in a normal climb. The process has to start. Yes, it wasn't President Bola Tinubu that arrested Nnamdi Kanu. So they have to reopen the case file and start the protest and start the process. And when it needs the needful, when they now need the needful, they will apply the needful of pardon him, giving him that pardon. So it's not by protest. Those people they are just having more problem into Nnamdi Kanu incarceration. And I can tell you heartedly, what did they gain from the yesterday protests? And what was their lawyer for? What did they gain? And that guy talks too much. The tribal aspect, the issues, because I listened to his speech, that didn't mean it was a Yoruba man that was the castration. I didn't mean that is an Hausa man that they will have released him. And I told him, Igboho, nobody released Igboho. It was diplomatic engagement that the likes of Falola, Professor Falola in Benin Republic, they engaged the president of Benin that brought Igboho out. And you could see that Igboho was even changed. He was chained in Benin. He was chained. So what else are you now saying? You guys should stop all these your tribal issues. Stop it. Come on. You're a whole lawyer. You call yourself lawyer and you want to start putting in tribal sentiments into the Nnamdi Kanu case. And you're not comparing it with if it has been a Yoruba man, they will have released him and all sort of things. Well, who asked you? Did you know how the Igboho escaped? Igboho was on the death trap already. He was on the death trap. And he escaped himself. And they withdrew.
Mr. Vincent, if Atiku was the one leading the protest, do you think he would have been tear gassed by the security operative?
I will put it back.
We are aware of what transpired there.
I will take you back memory lane. The late Oyi of Oyi, I'm talking in respect of Dr. Shuba Akadigo. You know, he was the Senate president during the time of Obasanjo, when Obasanjo was in the saddle of power. And it was in Kanu that he was tear gas, which later led to his demise. And I want to believe that if such a thing could happen to a Senate president, how much more Atiku, who is a potent competitor to the saddle of power. And I want to believe that if you were to be the one leading that thing, I don't think it will have happened any less. Even the potency or the viral action would have been doubled.
So they would have considered in being former vice president.
I just mentioned a sitting Senate president. How much for somebody who is out of power? Then let us draw the equation. If it could happen to Shuba Okadibo in Kanu during the ANPP campaign in Kanu, why can't it happen to Alhaji Atiku? If he had come to spare such a thing, because there are boundaries. Law is meant for the people. People are not meant for law. If maybe one of the things that made Atiku not to even be part of that protest might have been that maybe I'm not in his mind. I'm just saying it on assumption. Maybe it might have been fair that an injunction was gotten from the court, which also barred them from certain segment or section of the FCT. And in acting that wise, he will say no, let him not go, because if tomorrow comes, you know, he has an aspiration, he wants to contest. They might still use that law that if you knew about the law and then you want to get into saddle, are you also going to be a breaker of that same law? You understand? Let us look at it. You know, I am a realist in my analysis. I don't just say because somebody is here or that. If tomorrow comes, who says I cannot work with APC or Bola Tinubu? Who says I cannot work with Atiku? Who says I cannot work with President Nnamdi Kanu? It shows to run for any elected post. But we must call a spade a spade. That is what I stand for.
All right, we move down to the comment section again. Atiku regretted supporting the protest. He faced backlash from the Northerners. Jagaban loading. This is coming from Antnam. Antnam says the Easterners still won't vote Atiku. No matter the support, the Easterners won't vote Atiku, says Antnam. All right, Andrew Gujimi says Nigerian citizens can disobey law because our leaders are lawless too. Babayaga says, good morning, Mr. Mike and Co. Good morning to you, Babayaga.
Good morning, Babayaga. You're welcome.
Adnan says that lawyer was useless. He is supposed to be fighting the case in court, not in traffic. All right, can Atiku walk 20 meters, Mike?
That's another factor we should look at. Because when you look at the health posturing of Atiku and his age, considering his age, I don't think he can walk a longer distance, even though he might give us a kind of a picture that can show you. But I believe that ordinarily he cannot go that route of going mileage to follow them in during the protest.
All right, Kule, please get sense a bit. Start from where Buhari, start from where Buhari stop. I don't understand what he's trying to say. This is the Bayaga. Please, what are you saying?
Baba Yaga. I say it wasn't Tinubu that arrested what's it called? Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu. Tinubu wasn't the one that arrested Nnamdi Kanu. The case file of Nnamdi Kanu is not with Tinubu. So it's not the Tinubu that will free him. He has to face the court. But any court he has been going to, this guy has been going to, he will just make sure he insults one of the judges. Every judge that has been acting on his case, he makes sure he brings them down, he abuse them, and the case has been, it's where your case stops, is where another one will rise, and that is it. And the Lagos issue is there. If Lagos wants to just take up their own case too against Nnamdi Kanu, it will go far like that. About the incitement. About the incitement.
Which one?
Of the burn down Lagos, right? Burn down Lagos, shut down Lagos. That was NSAS time. And everything crime you committed, you can just believe that it has been forgotten. But the people that you committed that crime against, they are still, they still put it in their archive. So Lagos State have all those things in their archive. They can easily sue Nnamdi Kanu as it is. So all those ones, both his lawyer that don't know anything that they are just saying, I think they will just be seeing that what they have been doing child's play. It's just a child play. That is why they are just looking at political solution. That is what Nnamdi Kanu case deserve now as it is, and that is what they want to work on. Political problem, political solution, because it was a political problem he engaged on about marginalization, that the Northeast has been marginalized for a while, and they have to set up their own Biafra states and go on their way, and nobody will can go anywhere, because we all destroy this country together. The Southeast enjoy this country under the Fulani, same Fulani you were saying. Where was the Awolowo then? Awolowo was a lawman, reign. So he could not even nobody want to align with him. Awolowo did not engage Zik that they should form a coalition. What happened to Zik? Zik, they agreed to meet in Delta, but before the Jack Robinson, Zik was in the north already negotiating again, and that is how we found ourselves where we are today.
Ayola says the government of Buhari broke the law by renditioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. You're not talking about that.
Oh, I don't need to talk about that, because the Kenya to have hands in repatriation of Nnamdi Kanu, because the whole governor, the whole president, you don't even have extradition law. We allowed other country to come and pick any citizen in their land, in their domain, without the collaborations. So what's it called? The Kenya people, they know about it, and the flights they use to ferry Nnamdi Kanu belongs to one of the southeast people. So what are we now saying? All
right, thank you so much, Kule.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Femi,
Mr. Welcome. Thank you, Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, I'm happy. Good morning, dear viewers. This is good morning.
All right, Kule still have messages to answer. Yeah, ask questions to answer.
I can help you with some questions.
All right, people are asking why they didn't see Atiku there yesterday. Femi, is there anything you want to say?
Well,
somebody said if Atiku was there, he would have started Kabakaba.
Number one, I wouldn't expect somebody like Atiku to join that kind of a protest. The case of Chuba Okadigo that was cited, it was not protest, it was a campaign. It was in the campaign, and I think there was a violence
in the campaign, and they released tear gas. And unfortunately, that's what led to the deaths of Chubokadigo. And some people suspect that maybe it was intentional because they thought maybe the man has asthma. And when you throw tear gas where somebody, where an asthma patient is, you know the result. So I don't think, the last thing I think somebody like Atiku would do is to join Sowore on the streets to protest. By the time a sheep want to be behaving like a monkey, then he will fall into gutter. Sowore is still young, he can run, the man is still in his body. You see Atiku with big belly, where do you want to run to if he just yet one cover? And away from that, I think to some extent, our officers, their culture, if they see somebody like Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, they will just give him advice that, sir, leave that place. Even before the shot, okay, you have to leave that place.
You know, tear gas.
I'm sure that is why.
Tear gas.
So we're Yele. This is not the first time Yele is receiving in tear gas. You know that he has been used to tear gas. Yele is used to tear gas. He used to rough handling. If Atiku, number one, number two, you look at the caliber of Atiku. You look at where he come from. If somebody like Atiku join protest, if he has to join protest because of anything, me myself, I don't expect him to join this kind of a protest, because to me it will sound childish and even political for Atiku to stand on his feet. Apart from, supporting with his word, now come out in person, join Sowore to be jogging and protest for, and join them in this kind of a protest. I think it will have been a handshake beyond the elbow. It will have been signed. Maybe anybody, and it's my opinion, and I start to be corrected. So if Atiku come out, they will not gas them that, and I don't see Atiku come out to them to Sowore in that kind of protest.
But would you say it was a peaceful protest?
It was a peaceful protest.
Despite tear gassing.
Even despite that, at least that was. I don't think there is any casualty. We don't record any.
Some protesters were arrested.
Yes, of course. You know the kind of administration you want to go and arrest. Go and protest again. I've told you that somebody like Tinubu will not want any protest that will be threatening him. Like I said, that a warrior will not want anybody to draw sword behind him. So Tinubu know the power of protest, that it can escalate to anything. And so whether even now make it more sounding scary by saying that they want to go and protest in Aso Villa. I've not heard it that somebody say we want to protest, then it is Aso Rock. We are going to protest. That one is too, it sound much scary to President Bola Tinubu, and I think that's why he quickly ran to court to secure. And you know that, let me tell you, the problem is this: when a country is under tense situation like this, it's only little spark can degenerate to something else. And like I usually say, that the kind of protest that will be successful in this country is not the one that they will now pick 1 month date ahead, especially not this time that Tinubu is there. This way I told you that this man, all those don't ask a general where did he see it gone. General has gone through many wars, he has gone to so many wars, so he know the strategies, he has passed a lot through, you know the rudiment of protest, you know a lot about the protest. So if you now give him time, that it's also time, we are going to, we will use every available arsenal to make sure that, you see now, somebody like Tinubu, a shameless government that nothing concern him, they went ahead to arrange a counter protest. It doesn't concern Tinubu. That is the truth of the matter. Somebody like Donald Trump. If a 10-year-old boy come out and insult Donald Trump will respond. It doesn't concern him. That's how some people reason.
All right, the young man has been in detention for over 4 years now, and we people expect a fair treatment, a fair judgment as regards his case. But is federal government's hard stance on Kanu helping matters? Is their stand on Kanu helping national unity or deepening ethnic division in the country?
It's deepening ethnic division in this country of ours, and it's very, very unfortunate because this government, they don't give us chance to talk. Very, very unfortunate. You say somebody commit a particular offense without emulation, fine. Incitement, yes. Incitement also can also lead to a criminal offense. But what about people that carry weapons that you are seeing every day? All the meeting with local government chairman, elected local government, auditing with governor, sitting down with governor and make meeting fully armed, and you cannot arrest them. But you hold somebody for 4 years. See, me, I'm not the advocate of somebody that will say, you arrest me. What about order? It is you we arrest now. We arrest you now. If they arrest somebody like as a thief in this order now, that does not mean that he's the only thief that we have. We have so many thieves around as well. But when you are seeing thief and you cannot arrest them, you are seeing bandits holding meeting, you cannot arrest them, but you keep somebody for 4 years without even giving him the justice. And I've been the advocate of give this man justice. Justice deny is, justice delay is a justice deny. It's an established fact around the world. So this kind of it, do you know that I've told you that the system that Nnamdi Kanu here is beyond the offense that he committed. As we in the south, we are calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. People from north, they say they go against it. They have seen group from that place that go against it. So what does it mean? If they say it is their son that they held in that DSSL and they are calling for release of that person, and we come out here and we say no, they should not release him, how will it sound? So to tell you that this country, we are still rolling around the same circle, we have been able to get ourselves right, and we will not be able to stand the way we are. If you want to fight war, 1967 war, if you want to continue, let's fight the war. Once and for all, ourselves. By the time we are tired, everybody, but it's like that war stop abruptly. If you still want to continue the war, so that everybody will know that we are one. And if you want to separate, let's separate and go our separate way. Simple as that.
I expected more crowd than what we witnessed yesterday. What do you think was the problem?
First and foremost, thank you, Mr. Mike. I think
a crowd like that of NSAS or close to that of NSAS.
Yeah, a whole lot of people realize what took place in the NSAS, and that is one. And two, looking at the person who marshaled out the protest in release Nnamdi Kanu, the person of Omoyele Sowore, it does not hold ground. It doesn't take ground. Nobody wants to risk their life under the political joker of Omoyele Sowore by calling people out to come and join that very protest. So the protest was so scanty. I put a call severally, like over 4 or 5 times yesterday, to Abuja to monitor the protest, how it's going, and like we were all seeing that, like we heard that tear gas and gun was shot to those who are protesting. Like we read it out this morning that after being restricted from some certain place, not to have
like the villa
not to have procedure yesterday.
Assembly.
And that Nigeria somehow in our nation we are
Court of Appeal and some areas there.
Somehow in our nation we are too difficult to control, to an extent. If we are being asked to make use of number one, number two, we want to extend it to 5 and 7 and 10. And that's what took place yesterday. And the security agency, they want to hold their ground and protect property, like what happened during the NSAS. You can see I stated yesterday. In Nigeria lost so many property, individual business owner, then lost money, then lost resources, then lost so many things. Up to now, a lot of people have not recovered from those loss, and which is one of those things that the federal government is equally trying to protect yesterday. Nobody is saying there should be no protest. I can wake up tomorrow and start protesting for Nnamdi Kanu. I personally, I want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. All Nigerians want him to be released. To an extent, I think he have realized his mistake. No man is an island. We are not perfect every of our agitation in life. So in one way or the other, he has realized his mistake. And I think as soon as the federal government of Nigeria will temper mercy on Nnamdi Kanu, okay. But I don't want whatsoever, to dance wrongly into this wrong music of come and join protests. To an extent, you will now overdo it, just as some other people have done it at the past.
All right, thank you so much. I move down to the comment section. Clef Wolex says, no, people didn't come out because they were afraid of Nigeria police shooting. Were they really afraid of losing their lives?
They will, of course,
because it was scanty.
Let me tell you, I expected more. Let me tell you, who will not afraid of fear somebody that doesn't fear God. You have to fear somebody that doesn't fear God. If anybody die in that place, they will die shara. Somebody that was, let me tell you, when you are dealing with this kind of a government, you have to be very careful, because I told you the other time that I cannot do any protest under this administration.
And you said no amount of protest
will not be released. We will pass through that court. And I don't know the evidence they couldn't get before. Do you know that this case has been pursued up to the ruling, appeal court?
Yeah.
And the appeal court said that you cannot substantiate what you're accusing this guy of. The guy was discharged.
Let him go.
Let him go. I Google it and Google bring that bring it to me. Let this guy do that. What you are saying, you are not being able to substantiate it.
But
Where did he commit the crime that you are accusing of? Maybe they were unable. They returned the case. Now, maybe they were able to substantiate it there. Maybe they have evidence now. There are a lot of bottleneck in this trial. How did Nnamdi Kanu come to this place? And based on this case we are raising, that was why even appeal court discharged the case that even the guy is supposed not to be in Nigeria in the first place, because you don't follow the legal means to bring him back home. If you go and check the judgment of appeal court based on the fact that you brought this case with evidence, so the case has been dismissed. Do you know what Malami said that time? He said Nnamdi Kanu was. It was when the judge gives his own judgment, you still need another interpreter to interpret it for you. So in Malami interpretation, he has been discharged but not acquitted, and the man still remain in the custody. To tell you that these people are confused. They first of all charge him with a treasonable felony. Later they still change it to terrorist. Charge. So all this hanky-panky and system way of go back, and forth to perpetually keep the man. Let me tell you, I've told you that there is nobody want to champion this kind of a thing that will not expect to be in the prison. You want to be a freedom fighter. Or that prison, you should not be afraid of prison. They are very close. Any freedom fighter, you are very close to prison. You are very close to. Do you know how many times fellow go to prison, go to police station? Is their customer. So Mandela spent 27 years there before he got what he wants. So anybody that wants to champion this should not be afraid. But keeping him there perpetually without giving him justice, I will not agree with that.
All right, we need to welcome Chief Udeze Chima. This morning is currently in Nigeria. Wow. Welcome back to the country, wow. Chief Udeze Chima. Welcome back to Nigeria.
Yes,
yeah, he says, Mr. Timitayo, I am somewhere in Lagos currently.
Wow,
welcome back to
Nigeria.
Welcome. Thank you for informing me. Thank you for passing that information. Udeze Chima. I hope you have a great time in Lagos.
Yeah. Lagos is nice.
All right. Now, let's quickly, before we end the program, the alleged coup plot against President Bola Tinubu. I don't know what's your take. I don't know your take on it.
You see, this country.
Do you believe the rumor?
Yeah, I don't want to believe. And you see, they like to confuse us in this.
According to
Nigeria.
some reports, the president cancelled Independence Day parade.
And later they also came out and denied that it's not real. There's nothing like coup. I see saw another information that said that the coup has been traced to one former governor. So all this kind of a thing is very, very uncalled for. You cannot know some information you will hold on to. They will tell you one thing today, tomorrow is another story. So it's a complete but let me tell you, this is what I grabbed here. The Nigerians are always desperate to change any administration by force, especially a passive administration that they don't like. They will not mind if the military take over. Have you forgotten that some people went ahead to be begging military that are parading on their own that please military come and take over? Have you forgotten this present administration? So even if the thing is not even there, some people can even phantom it. There is tendency that some people can even phantom the coup, that maybe because of this administration, the way it's going, maybe some people want to plan coup and they can phantom it. So it's very, very unfortunate, but I don't think military can give us what we want this time around, because tell me that man that will take over as a Nigerian military man that will not be biased. Haven't we tested military rule before? We have tested it before. We know what they can do. We know how some people use the military part of this country to dominate us, to dominate Nigeria. They will lose almost 30-something years a particular part of this country. So now that you are even having a chance of a senator representing you, have your own governor, I think it's better when military take over. Is that man that will choose who will become and ruling you, and they will call down that to come and really you in Anambra, and if you do less, Ogana slap.
All right, man says there's no justification for a coup. Remember, the first coup is what has destroyed Nigeria.
That is true. That is true.
All right, Nnamdi Kanu says the coup d'etat could have delivered us from this mess.
Look, imagine somebody like Nnamdi Kanu. These are the kind of bitter people that I'm saying that they will not mind another Shehu Garba to come and take over and deploy another administration to Abia State, where nobody can talk. Those are the kind of people they will say, Kakakekuma just say, as if it's our Dano. The people like military to take over so that the administration of President Bola Tinubu will come to an end. But unfortunately, they are not God. That is the bottom line.
What do you have to say, Mr.
For me, I want to believe that the coup stuff of 18 is real. I don't want to agree that it's a rumor. It's real, but I think the Nigerian army have come out to deny it, and I think one of the ideas towards this is to protect their own personal image as a military in Nigeria, because it's going to be a big flop to them and a big shame to them if such is being taken. Is being owed that is there's a coup plan against this very government of democracy, and they want to defend or protect themselves in one way or the other. I think it's real, and knowing fully well that when you look at the past government of military era, and our judiciary system and our constitution, they are the one who wrote this constitution and this judiciary system to do what? To sabotage so many things and to protect themselves and to secure power, its eternity for themselves. And when you look at these people, they are power mongers and they are equally looking for a means to take over again, to come back to the system. And they can do all sorts of things, all sorts of manner to make sure they achieve their aim or to bring themselves back to the system. So I just think the Mr. President and all other security agencies should up their feet and be very alert and monitor the system of the Nigerian army, because definitely I believe that they are desperate and they want to come back to power.
All right, so Abiodun says stop ignorant calling for coup. Stop ignorant call for coup. Some young generations are very young when the military was brutalizing, torturing Nigerians. Yes. So for anyone to call for a coup in Nigeria is a total nuisance. And dash. All right. Wisdom is here this morning and he says, President Nnamdi Kanu is our savior. All right, thank you. Clive Olex says, yes, military is not good this time. It is not going to change any situation this time, but worsen things in the critic system divided ethnically. Andam says he grew up under military rule. Yeah, he grew up under the military rule and he would not wish it to happen to his enemy. All right, innocent Kemjika is here. In fact, that man did not say truth about the protest. We move down to Noble. He said, yesterday, I looked for Atiku and Obi at the protest ground. They were nowhere to be found.
Missing.
Somewhere, shame on you. Running Mumu.
Was in boats.
Wow.
Obi didn't promise to present in the camp, and Obi never joined anybody to to protest physically. I'm not sure. I'm not saying.
He never said physically. I don't think Atiku even said it. That he would get physically.
Atiku just
only supported.
Don't back the team that let Nnamdi Kanu be free, and he didn't promise to join.
When Nigeria took it far, they
expect Atiku
to be there.
Like, you will not come. Atiku have not been in the corridor of power. You know what it means.
Yeah.
You know what it means.
They would have even disgraced him.
He will be disgraced. That's the problem. He will be disgraced. So he will not want to disgrace.
If he's not minding that he was a former.
Even just to come, ordinary constable to come and say, Baba, back well. It's an insult to him. Yes.
Honorable Yaga, Burkina Faso as a military leader, the problem with Nigeria is a leadership problem. Doesn't matter about military or civilian rule. Leadership problem.
Let me tell you, Burkina Faso is a peculiar country, and Nigeria's matter is a domestic. We are peculiar in our own way, in particular way. What is the population of
Burkina Faso.
That's Nigeria. The fragments of you are talking about where you see white. How many billionaires are in Burkina Faso? Ordinary Anambra, the number of billionaires that you find in Anambra is more than the one you find in the whole Burkina Faso. You want to compare Burkina Faso with Nigeria? Yeah. Let's forget about it.
All right, Nobu goes on by saying, Coup in your dreams. Nigeria is getting better every passing day. Wisdom indeed sings here, and he says, Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. If I'm not the
it's a savior to the Easterners. To the Easterners, if they are, I want to be some other strong political guns in Easterners that never believe that Nnamdi Kanu is somebody to be reckoned with. That is number one, and they never see him as a savior. So I don't know whosoever that is calling Nnamdi Kanu as a savior is personal to him or her. So that's my take on it.
All right, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. All right, we need to go. We need to go. We need to go. All right, it's been a good time with our viewers on the platform. And we say a big thank you to all of you who joined us on this morning broadcast. And the likes of Antnam, CO, Safa Biodun, Adi Noble, Chief Udezi Chimaji OA, Mrs. Clara. We say thank you to all of you. Andrew Gunjimi, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back here. Anthony Dirichuku, you also joined us. We say thank you to you. Yagali, thank you so much. Wisdom in the Clef Rolex, thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate your contribution. Augustine Efe Money, he says people are tired of the system. Nigeria is not working. Wow. Oh, that was a good contribution. Augustine Efe Money joined us. We say thank you for joining us this morning. Nnamdi Anusi, Lisa Morris also joined us. Ayola Olatunji, Gladys Oyabo, Williams Okameme in the United Kingdom. Thank you so much all. We're back here tomorrow. We appreciate all of you. Don Kizzy, thank you. Nigeria Future, we say thank you to you too. So Mrs. Tina in California, we say a big thank you to you. To Dr. Ike in Caribbean Island, thank you so much for that great support yesterday. We all enjoyed ourselves.
We enjoyed ourselves so much. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. May God replenish your pulse in Jesus' name.
And all of you that you are supporting us in every ramification, may God continue to support you. Thank you very much.
And to Mrs. Clara, who blessed me yesterday, and Benja, we say a big thank you to you.
Thanks to you.
All right, big ups. Thank you so much, all of you. We appreciate you. Please stay safe.
Thank you.
Goodbye.